Hey guys, Steve Konorzeski here with South Central PA weather forecast. Midday model analysis. Isn't going to be long like last night. I just want to go over some things. We now have all of what's known as the 12Z model runs in. We're going to go over the GFS, we're going to go over the Canadian, and then the European. So here we are at 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. GFS is still showing snow starting throughout the day on Sunday, and the Euro is also now showing that. So it does look like the best chances of it becoming a Sunday to long spread, to Tuesday afternoon, evening event is quite possible. So let's get this rolling. Every 3 hours, these are in increments. GFS is showing moderate to heavy snow by midday Sunday, moderate to heavy snow into the late afternoon. And then we got a little bit of a changeover starting to form here on the Mason-Dixon line. All snow throughout central PA, northern PA. We got the decaying low transferring to the new low, parent low, sister low, brother low, whatever you want to call it, son low, daughter low. I'm just making stuff up. But that is the decaying low to the new low pressure. And GFS, I believe, as it stands right now, is the only model showing this mixing. So if this mixing occurs, it's going to cut down some snow accumulations. So we've got to keep an eye on that, which is always going to be an issue with coastal storms, particularly ones that make it up to the west because they bring warm air up. And then you also get warm air off of the warmer ocean. And normally where that combines is where you get your areas of heavy precipitation, which I'm going to show you. And where you get your areas of heavy precipitation is where you get your most amount of snowfall. But there could be a very fine line between snow versus mix, and you got to be on the edge of the sleet to get the best snow. So the saying goes, you got to smell the sleet to get the best snow. Now, not all storms have sleet. But let's keep moving forward. So we're at 10 o'clock on Sunday night. And notice still mix. We're going to go to 1 o'clock in the morning, Monday morning. GFS is even showing a little bit of hints of rain poking up here in Mason-Dixon line. Now, as this process of this transfer and where this all sets up is going to determine where the most amount of heaviest precipitation sets up. But as this takes place, this area of snow and precipitation is going to decay and weaken as this takes over, and then it's going to blossom. So we're at 4 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, not quite there yet for the blossoming, and it should start now. There you go. 10 o'clock in the morning, notice how all this got darker blues. So basically, the transfer is complete. We're at a 997 millibar low pressure system. And now we're into all snow. These dark blues are very heavy. And now watch this. Now, I said, so it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday. We started this process of light snow at, say, early mid-morning on Sunday. So we're already 24 hours in. Now, is it going to be snowing the entire time? No, I'm not saying that, but it's going to be a long, prolonged period if this is modeled the way it turns out here. So we're at 4 o'clock. Then 7 o'clock Monday. And notice this is still going. You're just getting some heavy snow here. 993. So as of last night, it's down in millibars. And as we get closer to, this is going to continue to drop as well. 991. We still got snow here. So we're at 1 o'clock in the morning, Tuesday morning. Still some decent snow. This is where this deformation band is going to be setting up, which needs to be watched. Where it sets up is going to be the overall area which gets the most amount of snow. 7 o'clock in the morning. 10 o'clock, light snow finally starting to occlude. We're at 990, 988, strengthening, but it's going off the coast and moving away. And this becomes a New England storm. So now we're going to go to the Canadian model. And let's go back here to start the same time. Now this model, you know what? This isn't in yet. There's been problems with the Canadian, so unfortunately I can't show that right now. Let's go to GFS the European model. So this is fresh off the press. Let's fast forward here to 4 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. You'll notice European showing light snow overspreading. Now, this might not even be reaching the ground if this is modeled correctly. We may have some dry air in place known as virga. So it's going to take some time to overcome. So just because it's being shown here doesn't mean it might necessarily be snowing. But then again, as we get closer to Sunday, we'll be able to better determine that. Determine that. Once we see what the saturation points are in the atmosphere, dew points, temperature, so on and so forth. So European is basically saying, now these are 3-hour increments, 1 o'clock on Saturday, still light snow, the heavier snows down here. As if you recall from last night, it was even further south, so it's starting to come north a little bit. This isn't over Kentucky anymore. Well, now it is. So I think the Europeans having a little bit of problems. I think it's going to be up here a little bit further. But we're at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, starting to get in some moderate snow. And then Mason-Dixon line crosses by 7 o'clock at night on Sunday. And we're going to let this ride. So I'm going to show you this now. Once again, some moderate snow. It gets lighter around 1 o'clock in the morning on Sunday or Monday morning. And watch what happens here. There's 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, and here you go. So this European is about 3 to 4 hours behind on the actual blossoming of the precipitation field back over here. But I'm just going to let it ride here. You're starting to see some very, very heavy snow. Boom, boom. We're at 10 o'clock on Monday night. It's still going. This is still moderate snow. 1 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday. Notice how you're starting to get this deformation band that I was talking about. If this is here, fantastic. If it's here, we don't know yet. We're not going to know until closer. But we're at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then finally, boom, out of there. Now, just for comparison purposes, I'm really not going to look at this model, but I just want to show you something. This is what's known as the NAM. It's out to 84 hours, which is 7 p.m. on Sunday. But this is also showing a starting mid-morning, late morning on Sunday, light snow, increasing in intensity Sunday afternoon and evening. So it looks like all modeling is starting to come in alignment. That is going to be a Sunday start, south to north. Okay, if you live up here in northern PA, it's not going to be a Monday start. But Baltimore, South Central PA, point south, it looks like it's going to be and west, of course, is going to be a Sunday start, Sunday late morning. That's still going to waver around a little bit. We're at Thursday 12, or I should say 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're really 24, 36, 24, 48. Yeah, we're right about 72 hours out. So we're starting to get in that time frame where this is really going to be a two-part system. You're going to get your first batch, and then you're going to get your second batch. And where those two intersect is where you're going to have your heaviest snow. And we may be measuring snow in not just the ruler, maybe the yardstick. I'm not going to go there yet. I'm going to go with my gut. It's going to be a big storm, I think. And as we get closer to, you're going to start to see some of these snow totals getting increasingly higher. All right, let's go to what everybody wants to know. Winter. Let's go to snow. Let's go in here a little bit closer. Sorry, I got my screen all screwed up. There we go. Where'd you go? Let's see if I can get you back. I don't know where you went, but if you can still hear me, fantastic. All right, let's go to Pennsylvania. Let's get out of here, the NAM. But anyway, the NAM is showing by 7 o'clock already about 2 to 3 inches in South Central PA. European model fresh off the press. European is showing around 2 inches by 7p. But here we go. Now notice this is a two-part system. Comes in Sunday, light snow. Where these two intersect is where you're going to get your heaviest precip and heaviest snow. So you're going to notice that not until Monday morning, it's only showing, let's just say, 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 inches of snow. Now, is this correct? I don't know yet. I've seen these systems occur before, and what's maybe likely is that this band continues in here and then intersects with the band coming up from here, and then it just dumps. I'm not ready to go there yet, but we'll see. All right, so here's where the European really showed the snow blossoming. Right now, we're going to go from now 3-hour increments, 7 o'clock in the morning on Monday. There's an hour and in 3 hours. 1.5 inches in 3 hours. 2.5 inches in 3 hours. 2.5 inches in 3 hours. 1.7 inches in 3 hours. But basically, as I said, this is going on till Tuesday. All right, storm over with. So York proper, European saying 16 inches. This band out here in Chester County, Lancaster County, 20.5. I need to show something. This is known as the Kuchera, because when you get storms like this, you get strong upward motion, and the snow ratios are not really forecasted on just a simple 10 to 1. One other thing I want to show, let's just go to temperature right now, because that determines what the snow ratio is going to be. This is showing that while most of this snow is occurring from, let's say, Sunday, you're going to have higher ratio snows than 10 to 1. We're talking temperatures 25, 26, 27, 25. And if you look at Sunday night, it's going down to the low 20s. So these are going to be higher ratio snows than just your standard 10 to 1. So and then at Monday at 10 o'clock in the morning, 24, 25. It's up here 27, getting warmer as some more ocean air gets involved. So a good rule of thumb is probably more like 11 to 1, maybe 12 to 1. There's other factors that go into this, but I just want to show you something. So if we were to take this Kuchera model, which is better at forecasting for these type of scenarios with lower temperatures, upward motion, you'll notice that this 15, see how this increases for, and it includes for different ratios. So the Kuchera off the latest Euro is saying 20.7 inches. Pretty big storm. Let's go quick here to the GFS. GFS model also with the Kuchera has a 16-inch storm in York. Has this band up here more. Remember last night, this band on the European was down here. I said, it's probably going to be moving this way. Let's go back to the normal. GFS is still saying 13.9, and that is with a changeover. Remember I was showing you some sleet and stuff like that getting mixed in? European was not showing that. European was showing all snow. So if that changeover doesn't occur, these numbers are going to get bumped up many inches. Just want to check. I don't think that the Canadian, Canadian's having some problems loading data. Just want to show this other model, which is known as the Icon. It does an okay job. As we get closer, we should probably look at this. Icon is showing, and this is only going, well, this is actually, Icon showing the majority of the snow up here. I think it's a little bit too far north. I think this area right in here It's going to be your heaviest. Let's see if I can get something. I want to show you something. These are the GFS ensembles. Now, I'm not going to be able to get that close in, but I am going to try to get to the mid-Atlantic view. All right. So for a GFS ensemble to be showing this amount of snow 3 days out is starting to get pretty impressive. Now, I need to caution. Ensembles for the December storm are also showing 12 to 20 inches 3 days out, and we ended up with 9. As we get closer to these storms, many things can happen. And of course, we're here to just forecast and try to give you our best input and analysis. They always say the weathermen are wrong, they still get paid. I don't get paid for this. I just love doing it. So if I'm wrong, don't shoot the messenger. But anyway, ensemble guidance is really impressive at this point in time. Now, with that said, I want to go back to one run ago, 2 runs ago. You notice that right there. There's data starting to come in as we get closer. That's a good sign if you want a lot of snow. We go back to 3 runs ago. So we went from 8.2. Now, this is on an ensemble, as I said. The GFS, has 20 or so. 8.2 to 11.4. Now, here's the thing that I want to show, and this is what I look at. I look at all of these and try to decipher which ones are outliers. We don't have nearly as many outliers as we did last night when I did this. Really, only one, and that's showing a 2 to 5 inch storm. Up 2, okay, or actually 3, 3. This is actually showing more like a 1 to 2. This is showing nothing at all. So this is an outlier. This right here still has to be figured into the equation. This right here still has to be figured into the equation. But if you look at a good majority of these, you're starting to see it congregate over this area. This is a little bit further south. See this congregation here? That right there is a very big storm. Big storm, big storm. This right here is a huge storm. That would put York in the 20 to 30 inch range. Close to the 16 to 20 inch range here. 20 to 30 inch range. We got the whites. This right here is an all-out shut the door, batten the hatches blizzard. This is 2016 written all over it. 30 to 40 inches. 6 to 12 inches. Another 20 to 30. 25 to 35. So as you can see, these ensembles are starting to really get together here and what's going on. Now, as we get closer, we got to keep watching these because these are what determine an overall snow forecast. Let me just give you the probability of snow exceeding 6 inches. For 3 days out, that's a pretty bold forecast. That orange is 80%. So York is in the 70 to 90% range for over 6 inches of snow based upon the GFS ensemble, exceeding 12 inches for 3 days out, 3 to 4 days out, I should say, in the 30 to 40 percentile. That's still a bold forecast, okay? So, and you got to keep in consideration that 2 of those are basically showing 1 to 2 inches of snow. So that's the reason why this number is skewed so down so much, because a good majority are showing 6, 10, 12, 16, 20, some 30 inches of snow. I don't know if it's going to be in yet, but let me go to see if I can get the European mean. Okay, we do have, this is the latest 12Z. Let's just go here. I always like to look at this. Let's go back to Sunday. Okay, 12Z Sunday, 7 o'clock. So once again, European, the mean, now this is the mean of 50 members. We're going to have some problems here. Normally it's supposed to go every 6 hours, but it already jumped to 12 hours. So anyway, so it went from 12Z Sunday, and that's because not all the runs are in yet. So let me just see here. 6Z Monday. Now this should start to blossom in here. Yep, there we go. Okay, as this takes over. And we're getting this pivot. So let's see what the European says as far as snow. 10-to-1 ratio. Okay, European is significantly lower than the GFS model, which isn't a big deal. The thing I want to point out is 1 run ago, it's down. 2 runs ago, same as where it was at this one, except it's less condensed, less widespread, and 3 runs ago. So European now has similar numbers to where it's been over the past 24 hours. But now also that's because it has more models to run. Let's just go here. Snow total members 1 through 25. This is going to get a little bit difficult to see probably. But let me just go 18Z Tuesday. Got to get up here. Okay. So let's see what the Euro is saying. Not too many outliers. I see that all of these are pretty much still on the table. I think that this might be an outlier. But you're seeing a less significant snow than what the GFS is saying on its ensemble runs for the first 25 members. Let's go to the second 25 members. Okay, big storm, big storm, big storm, big storm, big storm, outlier, big storm, moderate storm, big storm, 20 to 30. Actually, no, that would be more like it's probably 16 to 24. But overall, you get the mean of 50 model runs, accounting for some of these, saying 8.3 inches 2 to 3 days out. It's pretty impressive. And let's just go here to what's known as the European control. And this is starting to consolidate as well based upon its prior member runs. Let's just go here. All right, so once again, it's showing some light snowing on Sunday. So the overall theme as it stands today looks like the snow will probably begin sometime on Sunday, probably late morning into the afternoon, starting light, increasing in intensity as we get towards the night. Okay, so that's that. That's it's 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock on Sunday night, 1 o'clock in the morning, Monday, 7 o'clock in the morning on Monday. And once again, this is when this should all start to fill in here. Getting heavier. Okay, so this model run, this control run is what's known as European control, is significantly weaker than the prior. So let me just show you the prior, which was the 6Z run. You notice a major difference between the precip intensity here to here. New, old. New, old. So let's just go back a couple. And you'll see basically what old, new. Low pressure is a little bit further north, a little bit stronger. and a little bit further east. Hence, these are more so here. Let's go forward. Old, new. 998, 997. Once again, it's out a little bit further southeast. This is tucked in here. So if this were to be tucked in a little bit even further northwest, all these blues are coming this way. But we'll just run this and show, yeah, significantly weaker, and with the placement of the precipitation. Let's just get out of here and let's just go to see what the difference in the snow would be. Yeah, it's pretty significant. Old versus new. 16.5 to 10.2. So that's a 6-inch difference. But the thing that I want to focus on is last night we were down here. As I said, I think it's going to be more so up here. And we're starting to get that look. So guys, stay tuned. Thanks for viewing. Please share. I'll keep you updated. And have yourself an awesome day. But as it looks right now, chances are steadily increasing for a moderate to major snowstorm impacting the area starting Sunday, long lasting until Tuesday, possibly afternoon. As we get closer to these dates, more details will be revealed. We will get more model analysis. I've seen these storms before, and I don't want to go all the way to where I want to go. But in 2016, with the blizzard that we had in January, modeling up until about 2 days out wasn't really showing the impressive numbers that we ended up getting, which was the 30 inches plus. Am I going to say that we're going to get 30 inches plus with this storm right now? No. Do I think a foot is out of the realm? No. Do I think 2 feet is out of the realm? At this point, I do not. So stay tuned. And as always, have yourself a fantastic day.